Hello, this is episode 15. We're going to go to the Guardian farm and prep it for a future Guardian farm. I'm not going to build the Guardian farm right away. I think episode 16 is relocation and possible new base or a base, something like that, besides just an iron farm. I'm going to abandon that iron farm in the village there. I'm only going to go there and use it when I need trades. I might make something over there like put a bunch of saplings down so while I'm there letting trades reset, I can, you know, get wood for projects like builds and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm really going to do. I'm just, speculating. Uh, Basically, the world is endless. You can do whatever you want and decide what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. I want to see more people. Again, I keep saying it, more people, regular players uploading, showing off what they do, how they start new worlds. What's their priorities? Is it finding a beautiful location first and then going from there? Or are you like me, are more like a scavenger and, go after things and early game, big farms, even early game? Just how do you do the game? I'd like to know. I'd like to see. Also, I would like to do a collaboration. Maybe somebody come on this world and, like doing a build together or something. Maybe both of us can record and upload on our own channel. I like to create a community, and maybe eventually down the road, start a server. With a group of people that I feel are good people. Kind of server that grandchildren and kids and stuff can join. A nice, friendly, warm atmosphere. Just people having fun, no drama, no nothing like that. This Guardian Farm's right around this island over here. Um, See it here in a second. I'll get mining fatigue. But I'm going to try to put the conduit down. Hopefully I don't mess that up, because if I don't do it right, I ain't going to be able to use the conduit. I'll have to go after the Elder Guardian first. But I just try to build a little box to save, self-contain myself here, or set spawn, get a chest, a bed. And I try to, even with mining fatigue, I try to dig out some of this prismarine to set my conduit. Sometimes it works, sometimes I fail it, but you don't even bother to bring cow here, because the moment you drink the milk, you may or may not even be able to mine one block. You get mining fatigue right back. So, bring a cow if you really want to, but you're going to have to keep drinking milk and hope that you're able to mine one block, which, it's a rare occasion. It just seems like you get mining fatigue instantly after you drink the milk. I don't know if Java's any different on that, but this here, it's almost instant. You might get a block mined. But this structure here that I'm building will be temporary. It'll get tore down and blocks changed. But what I'm going to end up doing is I got a resource pack on. It'll show me the spawning spots. Message me in the comments if you're interested in what the tech or the resource pack is. You can't really do it if you're on console. You got be on a computer, or I think you can even do it on mobile still. It's a little bit more of a complication to get it to work on a console. You almost got to get a realm, load up the resource pack on mobile, and then activate that resource pack for that world, basically. and then you download the World from the Realm. That's how I got it on my Switch when I used to play on Switch. I don't have Aqua Infinity, so I'm probably not going to be able to do this, you know. I could probably get the blocks that I can reach, but once I get underwater, I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Usually, Aqua Infinity gives you just barely enough time to mine one block before you run out of bubbles. But once you start taking damage, I think the mining resets. We'll see. Yeah, mining resets. So plan B, I'm going to go back and get water potions. I'm at water breathing. I'm going to get rid of all the guardians. Then I'm going to block off the spawning spots for the guardian. And then I'm going to try to get tridents while I'm here. Conduit's here, and once I get that going, I'll be able to breathe and not come up above water. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing it all here. And it's prepping for the guardian farm anyway. I got to do this anyway. So when I do it eventually, most of the spots will be already blocked off. And once I get them spots blocked off, this whole area will get calmer. And it'll be pretty much just drowned. Fail. Where's he at? Let me at him. Let me at him. There he is. He's playing peekaboo. Oh. 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 Trap 4. Oh. I don't know when the right time is to hit him. I just hit him. I think he's supposed to wait for his thorns or something to drop down. I just hit him. To get another TNT. Wasted one. I got the TNT from the Desert Temple and a treasure chest. The breathing potions too, the underwater breathing potions. Guess I'll try to get in through here. Lost mining fatigue. So there must have only been 2 here. I don't know what that's all about. It's usually 3. Resource pack, you put an armor stand, a prismarine shard, and then it shows you all the spawning spots. You got to put it in the middle chunk of the, it's got to be in the middle chunk. And then it gives you accurate spots. If you put it off side or one side or the other, you'll get the spawning spots out in the middle of the ocean. So as long as you got it in the middle of the chunk, everything lines up. There's maps that you can, get this if you want to count it out. But this sure does make it a lot easier in normal mode to do this. It disappears on you sometimes, so sometimes it acts up a little. You just got to change your angle and look at it. It's my understanding that if you put multiple armor stands down, the brighter this light gets. And maybe a couple or 2 or 3. See, I had to change angles of how I looked at it to see it. Well, before I actually start doing the Guardian farm, I will come back here and double check all of this. Especially, well, what I missed was mainly on the inside of the monument. You have to do the inside of the monument also. And I'll do some of this in the video too here. But I'm going to still double check that it goes all the way down to like level 40 or 41. And that all these spots are spawn proof. Because you don't want to lose Guardian inside there, and you'll lose your rates will get lower if you lose Guardian. I guess that could technically be a cave spawn so long as you don't put a solid block over your killing area. They'd be a different cap, but I just prefer to make sure there's no Guardian spawning anywhere except for my desired location, which is the top block here. Like this that top of that light that you see, that's what I want. That's where the killing chamber is going to be. The trident killer right there. But that's a future project. I'll do that later. I'm just here to get it prepped and get some tridents and set a portal. And I'll be able to come here and get more conduit. I mean, I'm sorry, more tridents and just do it manually. I might build a trident farm out here. Maybe way above the Guardian farm or off to the side of the Guardian farm. Because when I do this, I'm going to need 24 tridents. I'm not going to use the middle spawning spot. It's too much complication and tying it into the water streams. It's just easier to block it off. So it's actually 25 total spots. But if you use the middle, where you stand at your AFK spot would be at 83 on the height. And it's the middle one is right below you, and you're not high enough for it to spawn in. So you have to lower that down by 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. And then that means you're going to have a trident killer like down lower than the rest of them. And you have to tie the water streams in. You got to dry it all out. You got to make it accessible. So it's just easier just to do the 24 and leave that one out. I'm not really sure that the rates drop significantly, but this is a very fast XP farm with just using the 24. So I'm not really knowing the percentage that you gain. I'm not a mathematician, but I don't know that it's worth the effort. I did it on my old family realm, and it was really a pain. So, and you always forget to pick the trident up there, or maybe sometimes the trident drops and you're wondering why you're not getting any guardian. It's because it's underground, the one dropped, and all your guardian end up being there eventually, and you won't be spawning anymore. So I just leave that middle one out. It's a waste of effort, really. But this is much easier than because you'd have to come here with a little map and or no north and south, and because you have to, it's directional. Doesn't matter which way the pyramid or the monument's facing. It's all directional according to the cardinal points. These things are being quite pesky. Oh, it's drowned. Well, what the heck? There's no sense in killing them. Unless they're like in your immediate area, or if you can get out of the way fast enough and get out of like range, they'll do something else. But it ain't worth killing them, because you just kill them and more spawning in. Maybe once you get down to the last 2 or 3 of these spots or towers, you might could kill them, because they're going to be swarmed around those. Or like if they're really bad in that area, just go to another spot and come back. You know, you got 25 to do. 25 of these towers to make. And right now, like I said, just doing above the pyramid. I want to calm down the outside. So all I have to deal with is drown. And I do believe these Guardian are going to count against your mob cap, so you'll get less drown when these guys are spawning in. Funny is I needed sponges in the last episode or 2, you know. That thing I'm rendering right now and gonna upload right now while I'm recording this. I'm gonna build up to get what's left over to despawn. Want all them Guardian to despawn. They'll still spawn inside the pyramid, but more likely not outside as long as I got all the spots blocked. There's holes in the pyramid now, or the monument now, so they'll be able to get out. But yeah, I want to make sure they all despawn that I can. See, things are a lot more quiet now. You can still hear him inside on the monument. There he is right there. But it's okay for now. There's still a lot of space and spots inside that monument. It still has valid spawning spots. I'm getting barely any drones spawning. Oh, what the heck is going on? I'm going to change what I'm doing here. I'm going to look for the sponge room. Maybe they'll spawn in while I'm doing this. Drown are lame. They're usually in your way when you don't need them, but when you're looking for them, they just know to play hide and seek. You can still hear plenty of guarding inside this monument, and I'm just letting them out basically. Hey, see how you seen that glowing? Yeah, this is all valid spots. So this has got to go to. Got to be blocked off. There's a sponge right there. Found the sponge room. Sometimes there's multiple sponge rooms. But for now, I'm just going to get this one sponge room, and then I want to go back to looking for tridents. I might poke around a little bit, nose around inside this monument, just to see what's going on and maybe block off more spots. I'm not going to bother getting the gold for now and the gold room and all that. I just here to get it prepped and get some tridents. I'm basically just blocking these spots off on the inside, killing time, letting stuff spawn on the outside like drown. I want to get all these spots blocked off anyway, but I'll still double check everything when I go do the Guardian farm. When I first come into a new world, pretty much everything I'm gonna do, like starting off, I start planning for it right out of the gate. Like from the first episode. The Heart of the Sea, you know, for this. Just everything I've done is planned or thought through. Killing a lot of sheep, finding a village, you know, shipwrecks. It's all planned. It's not by chance. I have a way I start, and sometimes I vary from it, or I evolve over time. Sometimes I've gone after I got my armor and did the Guardian farm. You know, especially if I got multiple people playing. But with this being a solo world, you know, maybe have appearances from family here and there. I didn't need to do multiple pieces of armor. So the way you do it when you play by yourself is totally different than when you are trying to deal with a lot of other people. So I'll come in and get my gear. I'll set the nether hub up a little. Find a monument. If I have to use a, what's that one villager, the cartographer, to, you know, to get a map to a monument, or if I happen to come by one by chance. That way, the family or whoever can come in and get their levels, to do their enchantments, buy my books from a trading hall I've already created. And I'll do a lot like I did at the beginning of this one, just a starter iron farm, just, you know, scrap build and get trade set. So they can come behind me and buy their books, you know, and even the cult machine there so they can mend. And my family realm, they play a lot in peaceful, so they need ways to mend and peaceful. Because, you know, it's just, now that they've changed it to where you can set new administrators or operators, they can change to normal if they need to. I prefer playing a normal, but they don't, so I'm the minority. But with a big group of people, the Guardian farm for me is a higher priority. So it's iron farm, setting trades, finding a Heart of the Sea. And usually when you find a Heart of the Sea, you do get the water breathing potions. Sometimes you got to go to a couple of treasure chests, you know, to get what you need. And then you come in here and do this. But with the family realm, this is peaceful, so you don't even have to come in here and fight the Guardian. This part of it's kind of fun to me, this raiding this Guardian farm and normal. Then I usually do the bone farm like after, you know, while they're progressing in their enchantments and stuff like that. I'm off doing other things while they're making use of this and mending with this and doing whatever. Ah, baby dolphin. I should kill it. What the heck is hitting me? What? Is he invisible? What's hitting me? Oh, there he is. Why are you running, sissy? Again with the portal. Build it, light it. I'm not going to go through it. I will build the portal in another and the corresponding location and then go through it. Gives me more of a predictable spawn when I go through. Instead of it maybe being a random location, it's a higher probability that it's going to be here. Call that an episode. I think the next episode I'm going to do my base in that Pale Garden. Start it. I'm going to drop this villager off, a wandering villager, somewhere in the middle of the ocean to let him think about what he was doing and being all pesty with me. It really bothered me, and I'm bringing one of his llamas too. So I went ahead and killed the other one in front of him, just so they can witness it. Yeah. I got the tridents I need for that bone farm. I got what I was after. I did two things: prepped Guardian Farm and got some tridents. Please subscribe and thumbs up. If you watch it to this point, I appreciate you. See you in the next video.